T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell would have him.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It is Sunday, and I have not seen y'all in a minute. At least it feels like a minute. With me tonight is Eric from Bearded Entertainment. I'm a little tired. I'm sure you're a little tired, Eric.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. It has been a minute.
It's been about
It's been minutes for sure.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So
a little tired today. I had a lot to do today because my day was taken up yesterday.
What were you up to yesterday, man?
I had to do a whole bunch of these, little things all
little
day.
of this, little of that.
It kept me so busy yesterday. But today was catch-up day for me because my only 2 days off are Saturday and Sunday. So today it was laundry, it was groceries, it was everything today, man. So I'm tired, but I'm here, dude, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have you with me. We're gonna do some convention talk, and we may have a couple other little things to talk about a little later, man. But brother, other than me seeing you yesterday, how you doing?
Tired. I'm laughing at Michelle's comment. She's like, "You all are late, so knock it off."
Not what you know what? I'm washing my hands of that.
That was on me. That was on me, 100%.
You will not get me in trouble.
Yeah, I was about to say that was 100% on me. But yeah, dude, I'm good. It was a long day yesterday. It was a good day, but a long day, and yeah, dude, just freaking tired. I'm gonna enjoy this night off after this because I go back to work tomorrow. I think you do too, but enjoy my night off tonight. Get some good sleep. Probably go see a movie tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, man. And I see these people, suck it up, blah 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 blah. I realized 3 things yesterday, Eric, and everybody knows we were filming yesterday. We were filming the 7th day. Well, we were filming.
You were filming yesterday?
Were we? Yeah, I was.
I don't know, dude.
Really, completely. I was saying, make sure Eric doesn't know. But yeah, so we were filming yesterday, and I realized 3 things yesterday. Right? I realized 1, I'm not 25 anymore. 2, I could probably lose about 15 pounds after seeing, myself on camera. It's like, yeah, I
those behind the scenes photos for a harsh reality check for me too.
Drop a few, and those are things, man. Those are the types of things that it's just, and I'm a little sore today, and that just reminds me, like, hey, it's time to get back. It's time to get back active, Michael. It's really time to get going. But I'm very excited about yesterday, man, and it's just like, wow, man, like it's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's exciting. It's frustrating. It's stressful. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, dude, I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'm super happy with what we did yesterday. And
at the end of the day, we got to watch the footage.
Yeah. And here's the messed up thing, man. I still have not gotten through the footage yet from yesterday. So that'll be something I do tonight. Like I said, last night I was exhausted. I got home. I jumped in the shower. I literally crawled into bed, started watching the Tyson Fury fight that I missed last night. That I forgot was on. I think I made it to round 3, and I was knocked out. So literally it was, I got
knocked out in round. When did Tyson Fury knock them out? Was it also round 3 or?
No, it wasn't even a knockout. No, and
no, I was just play on words.
Yeah, dude. Like I think it was a decision. I'm pretty sure it was, but I was too tired to really care. To be honest, I really didn't care, for sure. But let's go ahead and see who we got in the chat. Let's say hello to everybody, Eric, and we'll get this show on the road for tonight. Let's see. Wayne was in the chat first, and he said, sadly, I can't make today's show. Enjoy, everyone. Well, Wayne, if you are watching on replay, buddy, thanks for stopping by for sure, man. It means the world to me that you took the time, even though you couldn't be here, to swing by and say hi to everybody. So I hope you're doing well, Wayne, and I hope you enjoy the show on replay. Jerry Wilson in the chat saying, hello, Movies and Beyond family. Please smash that like button. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What's up, Jerry? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Patrick's in the chat saying Ghostfoot lurks, and it does more than ever, my friend.
More than you know.
More than you know. Patrick, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Paula's in the chat as well saying hi to everybody. What's up, Paula? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. I feel like it's been a minute since I've said hi to everybody. I missed everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, it feels like it's been a second.
Yeah, well, we had Easter last weekend, and then a convention a couple weeks before that. So it's been it's been a minute. I've only been on here like twice this month, so it's freaking crazy. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, what's up, all you scary people? What's up, Jeff? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well saying, hey to everybody. Sarah. What is up, Sarah? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Val from Val's Views is in the chat. The General is in the chat, and the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. As we know, Michelle's in the chat. She let us know
she in no uncertain terms that she wanted us to get things going.
Our tissues for us for crying about being sore and
hey, dude, when I stepped out of my car for the first time this morning after yesterday, my lower back and my legs let me know. Like, dude, running around with a camera all day and squatting down to like get those different angles is not easy. And I'm not even that old, honestly. Like, I play like I am, but I don't really think I am. But I still I gotta get some weight off, man.
Well, not to mention, right, the tetanus scare for saw blades that we did not. Where is that production team? Who combed the desert?
Where's the safety officer on this set?
Right? Oh my God. Yeah. So
no paramedics on set or anything.
No, it's good God. Good God. Good God. Oracle's in the chat as well, saying I've been to a lot of horror conventions myself. I'm looking forward to this. What's up, Oracle? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Let's see.
Dude,
Melissa is
coming.
Yeah. Oh God, there's a ton, dude. There is a freaking ton. Melissa is in the chat as well. The wild card is in the chat.
Wild card, bitches!
Yeah, she's saying, I'm like,
Put it up in a clip too. Wild card, bitches!
Wild card, bitches. I absolutely love that. I love it. I love it. And I forgot to give Jerry his hello, Jerry. And I'm sorry. I got.
Hello, Jerry. What a rare treat.
It's always good to see you.
What a rare treat.
Jerry's is newer, so I have to remember. That it's up there. Like I'm gonna get there, Jerry. I'm gonna get there, my friend. Let's see. Let me catch up. Where are we at? Every time I switch out of screens, it makes me lose my place.
It jumps back and forth.
It does. Michael G is in the chat saying hello all. Let's get this show going. Kick some ass. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Jacob Ware in the chat saying what's up, beautiful people. I know Jacob goes to Scarefest. We've yet to see him down there. I know he's down there though.
Did you get your hotel for Scarefest yet?
No. What month is it?
It's April.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, dude. If you remember, they got low quick, and they started those prices went through the roof. Yeah. I need to look at that. I definitely need to look at that. It's gonna happen soon, very soon, dude. And I'll be honest, it wasn't even on my mind. Because I was so used to doing that in July, and then last April I checked, and there was like 2 rooms left, and I was just like. That's why I brought it up, and it was bound to come up in this stream since we're talking about conventions specifically. But I was like, it just hit my head, and I was like, oh, that's right. We were looking into that. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Let's see. Kyle's in the chat as well, saying, "Hey everyone, what's up, Michael? What's up, Kyle? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you." Michelle's been a member for 25 months, 2 years, 1 month. That is freaking crazy town. Congratulations. And Michelle, a million thank yous for being a supporter for so long. Thank you. And congrats. Let's see. Yes, Melissa was asking, she's like, I love you, but I miss regular lives like rankings and Michelle's horror shorts. Yes, we're coming back, baby. We are coming back. We will have Michelle's horror shorts or shorts by Michelle next Sunday. For all you mods out there, real quick, while I have you guys on here, I will be releasing a schedule tonight as well, so you guys can keep that, yeah, I haven't been doing so great at that, but I've kind of been doing so much right now. So I will get you guys a schedule. But yes, next Sunday will be horror shorts for sure. And I also see that Melissa has hit 13 months as a Movies and Beyond member. Congratulations, Melissa. And again, thank you a million, for being a member here at Movies and Beyond. It means the world to me. Congratulations. This still makes me laugh. I just flat out like, y'all are late. Knock it off. Russell Dorsey is in the chat saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already, and let's get this party started. Thug Life. Hi, Michael, and Eric, and everybody in the chat. Russell, what is up, my man? And before you ask, yes, I am caught up on Monarch. Yes, it is. I don't know. I feel like the last episode was a filler episode. But if we don't see Godzilla soon, Russell, I don't know. At least give me the clip on the bridge that they show all the time. But good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else do we have in the chat? Did I miss anybody, or did I get everybody? Oh, the Shape is in the chat. The Shape is in the chat. Where is his first message? There it is. James is in the chat saying, hi, Michael. Hi, Eric. What is up, James? Good to see you, my brother. The Shape is in the building. I hope you're doing well, James. I hope you are doing well, my friend. I see that Gina is in the chat as well, saying hi to everybody. What's up, Gina? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up?
Let's see. Michelle, Eric, she's saying, I was gonna say, Eric, you're not that old. You are not that old.
You know, tell my knees and my lower back.
You are the young one of the group, though, Eric. So you have to hold that mantle, like you were
the actresses were the young ones of the mantle. Like I don't know what you're talking about. Like they were all like they're all under 18, so like they were spry and ready to go. And I'm like, bro, after one take, you'll probably remember the take. I literally was like, yeah, you watch this while I let my knees recover from being down on the floor like this.
Yeah, that's
I literally said that while we were shooting yesterday.
Yep, I do remember. Michelle says, I'm starting to feel left out with these special intros. Oh, well, maybe we'll have to come up with one for you. Maybe we'll have to. You know, by the time it's said and done, like a year from now, everybody's going to have like their own WWF entrance.
Dude, I was just thinking, like, it'd be so cool if all your regulars, you had one, because you can definitely find something in a movie
like
where
an
it's
entrance.
Well, because you said Gina, for instance, and I was thinking of 51st Dates. No, not 51st Dates. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
God!
When he's at the speed dating, Gina, actually.
Oh God!
So you go through and pick one out. Oh, Jerry, congrats, man! Jerry just hit 25 months as well.
That's freaking awesome! And not only that, Jerry's gifted one Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Jerry. A million thank yous.
So did Sarah Campbell.
A million. Yeah, they'll pop up here. I try to get to them as I go, because if I go up in the special tab, then I lose track of where I'm at here. There we go. Sarah Campbell gifted one Movies and Beyond membership as well. Sarah, thank you so much. A million thank yous, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So freaking awesome. Mr. Rick said, I am here. Hell yeah, man. Hell freaking yeah. What is up, dude? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Oh, let's see. Penroll TV is in the chat saying, you miss me, Alan. I'll give Charles some sugar. What is up, Gus? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well, brother. I hope you are doing well. Me and that dude used to laugh about Chow like 15 years ago. Well, we were always talking to each other.
All Chow needed was a chance.
Yeah, all Chow needed was a chance. I freaking love it. Good to see you. Good to see you, Gus. I hope you're doing well, my man. I hope you are doing well. Oh, let's see. All right, I think that we are caught up. If I miss anybody, I do freaking apologize. I am sorry. If I missed you, just say something and I'll get you up there. Today, Eric, we are here to talk about some upcoming horror conventions. We're here to talk about not only, the horror conventions and, what's coming up, but I kind of wanted to talk about, horror convention experience and maybe some tips for people that go to them, that get stuck in these freaking super long lines and, don't always necessarily know the best times to, get there and do stuff like that, because there are some tricks, Eric. There are some tricks to conventions that will save you a ton of time. And there are things
we've learned them.
Yeah, there's things that, and you learn them through experience, and there are things that I can pass on, to freaking everybody, and that's something that I want to do. It's not like a big secret, or anything like that, but I don't ever see anybody talking about those things, on these shows, because I just feel like it's something that I definitely want to share, right?
Yeah, like I've never been one for gatekeeping anything. Like it always kind of annoys me when people do that. Like if you've got a tip or trick that will help people out, like somebody who like we've done conventions, Health Scarefest is coming up, what, 4th, 5th year I've done it.
Yeah.
Like if I can give a tip out there that's going to help somebody who's never been before, but that means I got to wait maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes longer in line. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
There's always these people that always gatekeep. Well, I can't tell you because if everybody else is going to start doing it and then it'll go away. It's like, you're going to help people out. Just help them out.
Dude. Like, come on, man. Like,
it's for the love of the game.
Yeah, it is, man. And I want to.
We've learned.
Yeah, I definitely want to share that with people. Let's see. I see that
You got
Ryan's in the chat. What's up, dude?
I oh no, I did say his did you see his first message above that? That's what kind of got me laughing.
Oh, everybody got bitchy yesterday, including hey, it's long days on set.
It was a lot longer of a day than I think anybody planned on it being, but
Yeah.
it was a good day. Like at the end of the night, seeing like the behind the scenes photos and the footage, I think that made it worth it.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I was texting with Michelle last night, and she's like, "You're not home yet?" I was like, "No, I want to be." At this point, I want to be. I'm driving.
At that point, we were at the mercy of electronics copying files over. Because at the end of the day, it was what was it? I want to say it was like roughly 70 gigs worth of stuff, right? It was like 60 something gigs of footage, and then like another 6 or 7 gigs of photos. So like by the time he told you that and you responded, we were literally just waiting on the hard drives to copy everything over.
Yeah. Well, at that point, when she said you're not home yet, that's when we were leaving. And I was like, nope, I got about 40 minutes, because that's from where we were. That was the drive. And I will say this, dude, it's so much more pleasant driving at that time of night than it was getting there. Like there was nobody out, and I was just like, all I could think of was it's time to go to sleep. You know what I mean? It's time to go to sleep. But speaking of Michelle, she gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Michelle. Anytime you guys do that, it means the world to me. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, all you guys, thank you.
You know what? Fantastic Oracle and Jeff just threw out something out there. That is a big tip that we should give everybody. If you can afford to go to a convention, you can afford to stick a deodorant.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That is very fair.
Just like it, and a tip for everybody else who doesn't need that tip, just know you're gonna get a whiff of some people as you walk by, because you're inside. It gets hot. Like I don't think I've ever been to a convention where it didn't get a little sweaty.
Scarefest isn't bad.
It's not bad. It's probably the best of them. But even like on a Saturday, like midday when it starts getting packed, it starts warming up in there. So, yeah, big tip: shower and throw some deodorant on before you go in.
And that's not one of the secret tips. Everybody should know.
No, that's a tip that shouldn't need to be put out there. Yet from experience, it does need to be put out there.
They do. And Oracle talking about Fridays are good to go. If you have an agenda, like say that you want signatures, like Friday is your bet. Like Saturday, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But if you have an agenda while you're there and you want to get quite a couple people, or there's one person that is going to have a long line the whole weekend, go Friday. Save yourself. Go Friday. You're going to have a way better shot of meeting more people, getting more autographs and stuff. Like, yes, go Friday. That's the day.
Well, it's because like if you're only doing a single day at the convention, Friday is the shortest day. So instinctively people think, okay, if I'm only doing one day, I want to go Saturday because that's the longest day.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks that. So Saturday is packed with people.
Yeah.
Going on Friday, there's a lot less people there. Typically people are in a little bit better, like the guests are in a little bit better of a mood because they're refreshed. It's their first day there. But also you're going to learn stuff on Friday about how they're doing, like Matthew, for instance. If Matthew Lillard, Horror Hound a couple weeks ago, we didn't even know that he was going to be doing that system where once the line fills up, they give you a card so you knew when to come back.
Yeah.
If you weren't there on Friday, you didn't know that Saturday, and you might think I'm going to go somewhere else first, and then you've completely lost your opportunity to meet them.
Yeah.
So if you're only going a single day or you have something you have to get done while you're there, do it on Friday.
Also, I want to bring up Robert, like Scarefest. Robert, we had to get there early to get in a line to get a number to go meet Robert, right? And that's great. I love that they're doing stuff like that now because they didn't used to. And they used to just let the line go out the building, wrap around the corner, and go down the street. And if you got lucky, you met him. If you didn't, you didn't. But now, they are doing those ticket systems, whether it be like they did with Matthew or they do with like Robert, to where you wait in a line ahead of time. They give you a number and you come back when, or your letter, like your letter group C.
Yeah, it's like group C
25, and then they'll call it over the PA. Group C is now lining up for Matthew Lillard or Robert England. Then, that you can still enjoy the convention that way, and you're not spending your whole day waiting in one line just to meet, that one person like you used to have to. And that was not a fun thing at all, for sure.
Also, this is before the convention actually even happens, and I've personally ran into this. Pay attention, like look up the convention guests, look at each guest specifically, because some of them, it's going to say that they're only there Saturday or Sunday, or
Yes.
they're only there on Friday.
Yes.
Pay attention to that. Like it would like if you're only looking to meet like Juliette Lewis,
Yeah.
and you get a ticket for Saturday, but she's only there on Friday.
Right.
And I say that because I've done that. Like I've
Yeah.
got a 1-day ticket to a convention, and it turns out the person I wanted to meet wasn't there that day, so I had to buy a different day ticket. So
Yeah.
pay attention to that while you're planning on it.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of times I always look at their photo ops. I'm not a photo op guy, but that'll give you an idea. Like if it's just like, oh, like this person's only doing photo ops on Saturday. And then you can go and read the fine print with, the people. And Michelle brings up a good point too here. She says, have plenty of cash, but plan your finances in advance. That's number one. Okay. Like that's number one. It go plan. Yes, I agree. Eric, the amount of conventions that we've been to, it's always like, how many months in advance do we talk about it? And it's just like, okay, if we're gonna do this, and I'll go to conventions with you, I go to conventions with Michelle. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need this, and this, by this, and this. I mean, we kind of just talked about it when we talked about hotel. Right?
Yeah.
Because with Scarefest, we know, especially if you want to stay in the hotel attached to the convention, one, you're going to pay a little more, and whether you find the convenience worth the money or not, I leave that up to you. But for me, Saturdays especially, right? Saturdays for conventions, you will catch me walking off. I need breaks. I can't, excuse me, for 8 hours of a day. I call it old age. Yeah.
That's what I did. You saw me at Horror Hound this year a couple weeks ago, dude. I like halfway, like not even halfway through Saturday, like 2 hours into Saturday, I'm like, all right, I'm jumping out of here. I'm gonna go take care of some errands. I'll come back. I came back for the last 2 hours of the day, and then we went to the after party.
And me, I wasn't even there, right? So I came late. You had left before I even got there. It's like, no, I'm not. Horror Hound especially, it gets so thick in there, you can't breathe. There's people like right up in your face. Saturdays for me are I'll get there when I get there, and it's probably going to be later on, and this year was no different, right? So you're gonna a lot of your planning will come with the experience, but if there's anything that we can share, to help you guys out with that stuff, feel free to ask, because at this point we've been doing this for quite a while. And you learn little tricks along the way for this stuff.
One thing I'll throw out there planning wise, since we're talking, rostercon.com. If y'all have never heard of that, rostercon.com. If you can go, you can search by city, and it'll tell you conventions that are close. It's not only horror, but conventions in general. RosterCon is free. You just go to rostercon.com. You type in, you can search by city, you can search by like a TV show or a movie, or you can search by a specific celebrity, and it'll give you like the most recent ones they've had and then upcoming ones that they have. It's really great. Like me, I'm right now trying to get as many different Scream franchise members as I can. And it's really nice because I can literally go on and type in Scream, and it'll bring up any convention that has a Scream member on there.
Yeah, and that's fantastic.
Oh, it's great. It's amazing. And one thing I will say is once you search that, and you'll see like, oh, it says like Indianapolis Horror Convention, go Google that and go directly to their website, because RosterCon, it's not the best at staying completely up to date. However, It's good. It's a good jumping off point. Like I didn't even know there was a convention like 2.5 hours from me in Nashville where there was one Scream member, and I was like, oh, okay. And it a very like, if I told you their name, you wouldn't even know who they are unless you're a super fan. But like, it's somebody that I wanted to meet, so I was able to like, oh, okay, so Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Convention is 2.5 hours away. It's a cheap convention. I bought a $30 ticket. I spent $80 on 2 autographs and called it a day.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I
Love
mean,
those.
RosterCon is something I didn't even know about, right? So I just put it in my computer right now while you were talking. Usually
Yeah,
I
dude.
just look up convention. I'm sure that I've been there before and Google's taken me there, but I've never saved it as a, you know, a go-to point. So even me after this time, you know, still learning stuff. Sarah saying wear comfortable shoes. You are not lying.
Oh,
You are not lying about that.
like if you wanna walk around and like if you want to cosplay, which is another thing we'll talk about, like, but if you want to cosplay and it's got like high heels, bring some flats to put in a purse, because that's 8 hours of that is gonna be 8 hours of that is gonna be rough. So yeah, comfortable shoes definitely. Roster I'm trying to think more planning stuff, like if you're going through it.
Yeah.
If you just want to like go for like, you're not going for somebody specific, you're just going for like the ambiance or the hangout. Yeah, dude, it's a good, I will say, the one time I went to a convention and I wasn't really financially in a like the best place to be at a convention, I was like, I'll just go hang out with my friends. I'm not gonna lie, I did not have the best time, because I immediately was like, oh my God, I want that. I want to meet them. And I was like, I can't right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and another thing, and this is going to sound simple, but take a backpack with you and put some water in there. Put your own water in there. For the love of God, bring your own water.
And in terms of cash, somebody brought up cash. That doesn't mean just have a lot of money in your bank account. Bring more actual cash, because there is always ATMs at the conventions. They are always either out or broken by the end of the first day.
Or they're going to charge you $8 to take out $20.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So not just like in terms of financials, bring the cash that you need.
Yeah.
A lot of times, planning wise, you can look up other conventions like on Facebook groups, and people will post photos. If you've never been, which I'm sure most people have, but if you've never been, all celebrities will have this little like 8x10 piece of paper sticking up on their table that says like how much their prices are for an autograph or for a selfie or for a combo and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of times people will post photos of those for the convention website, so you can get an idea of what you're going to be paying per autograph.
Right.
And those prices are, if you see one from like a month ago, expect to pay $5-10 more than that.
Yeah. And that kind of goes along with what Michelle's saying, stay up to date on the events, socials for changes or updates. Yeah. And I noticed that once con starts, that's when the price papers and pictures start dropping. Right.
Yeah.
So if you're going to, we'll just use Whorehound because it's local as an example, you know, have your phone, you know what I mean? Stay on while you're there, you know, look at it. People post updates, you know, while you're waiting in line, you kind of have an idea for sure.
Yeah. And what I was meaning for other conventions. That's what I was saying. Like you can look at their previous conventions to see like, okay, well they were this price at that convention.
Spooky Empire, they were 60, so more than likely they're going to be 60 at freaking Whorehound or, you know. Jerry said also, if you see a celebrity away from their table, be cool and don't rush them wanting a pick or not. Yeah, 100%, man. And, you know, Jerry works security a lot of these, so, you know, he's a good reference for some of these things. If they're walking to the bathroom, don't stop them. You know what I mean? Like, let them be, you know, talk to them at their, like, if you say hi and they say hi back, that's cool, but yeah, don't do that. Thank you.
Yeah, like it's a weird, like there's a weird in between ground. You got people, and I know you and I have talked about this recently. Derek Mears. I think if you asked Derek Mears for an autograph on the floor while he's walking around, he would probably give it to you, because I think he loves being there that much, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're there for that reason. Like they're there, you know, to make money. So but like Miguel Nunez, he's on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Right.
Love Miguel Nunez, but he was openly like, yeah, got to get this money.
Right.
So
yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I see all these in the chat. Look, like I am, look, All right. If you type 50 comments and I don't read all 50 of them, my bad. You know, like there's a lot to go through. Like I do my best with keeping up with the chat and keeping the conversation going.
I keep seeing them the whole time. Like I see them as they're rolling in, but it's not my shit.
It's just like, good God, man. Do you realize I'm like back 10 minutes right now? Like I am 10 minutes behind where we are live. You know, like
Ryan takes precedence. God, you didn't know that?
Crazy, man. It is crazy. Peter's in the chat saying, "What's up, family? What's up, Peter? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you." Melissa's saying, "Where I live, no horror conventions in New York, just stupid Comic Cons with like Star Wars. Didn't have Michael. Melissa, I think they got some horror shit out there.
I'm Jersey, sure yeah. I don't know about New York, like specifically New York. I think there's maybe one in Buffalo, but Jersey is pretty close to you, and I know there's some in Jersey. I think, and I don't think that's that far from Maryland, right? I could be wrong. I'm geographically challenged, but because Baltimore has some. I know Cherry Creek in New Jersey has some. Like there's some around. I don't know like specifically in New York, but yeah, there are some around you for sure.
Yeah,
and you can search that on RosterCon.
I could have swore that John Carpenter was in New York not too terribly long ago. Within the last year, he was at a con in New York, and I was jealous because it's like, well, damn, I wish I was, closer to New York. I'd love to go see John Carpenter. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there was an event up there that he was at, or at least in that area. It was somewhere up there for sure. Russell saying, "Hey, you guys, Goonies reference."
Hey,
dude, I love the Goonies. I love the Goonies. Let's see. James is saying a backpack or a pull-along case will make it easy to put your stuff to make sure you have sturdy cardboard tubes to put your posters in. Yeah, man. Like that's huge, right? You don't want to go in there, with everything in your hands, just carrying stuff. Like, protect your stuff. Definitely protect your stuff and make it as easy as possible for you to transport all that stuff. Like that's huge too. For sure. And I know that seems kind of simple, but not everybody, thinks about those types of things. And for sure. And that's, one of the reasons why we're talking about this stuff tonight. I think also, it's important.
Plan on like little things, like the stuff you don't plan on, you don't think about spending money on, but like photo protectors. Like, especially if you don't have a backpack, you don't have something to put it in, you're going to be carrying around like a 5x10 photo or 8x10 photo that you're getting autographs on. If you get a photo op, it's also printed in 8x10. So it's nice to have a backpack so you're not literally carrying those around in your hand all day.
And they also make hard cases for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually like $5 a piece, but I've collected a bunch of them throughout the years. So I'll just throw a bunch of them in my backpack, so when I get somebody to sign a 5x7, I already have a case in my backpack. I let it dry. I put it in there. And that's another thing. Look, guys, make sure that if you get a poster or a picture signed, let it dry. Hold it out and let it dry. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is my rule. Maybe it's a little too long, but I'd rather be sure that you're not going to smear it. I actually have one smeared autograph that's actually on my desk that came from Scarefest last year because I thought it was dry, right? So I put it in my bag. And I actually have it right here conveniently because I didn't set it. And it Tuesday Night signed her CD for me. And you see, it's like it's right up here on my desk. I keep it here. I don't know where else to put a CD. But yeah, like even if you've been going for a while, double check. I didn't do the 5-minute rule. I was like, oh, it's good. I put it in my bag, forgot about it until the end of Scarefest, got back, unpacked my stuff, and that's what it looked like. So yes, definitely. Let's see. Oracle saying Carpenter will be at Fan Expo in Chicago in August. Yeah, that's not too terribly far.
That's probably, you know, where I'm going to be in August.
Hey, so
Probably probably Fan Expo
Fan
in
Expo to meet John Carpenter.
Chicago, so I can meet John Carpenter. Man, I gotta. Although speaking of conventions and planning,
yeah,
it's never too early to plan for a convention, such as maybe one that's happening 2 years from now, maybe.
Oh, you're talking about H50. I already know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's once you get like deep into conventions, you start like October is when Scarefest is.
Yeah.
Once you start going, you know, okay, well, tickets go on sale February.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about Scarefest since February.
Yeah.
Scarefest is like the biggest horror convention in the world.
It is. It currently, right?
Yeah.
Currently, it is, and it's just like you almost have to start your planning as soon as it's over. You know, you give yourself a couple weeks to breathe, and then it's just like, okay, well, I got tickets coming up in January, or at the end of January, early February. You know, I need my hotel April or May time, and then you just forget about it for like 4, 5, 6 months. And then all of a sudden the time has come, and it's just like, I hope you were putting a couple of those dollars away. You know what I mean? Because there's probably going to be a beast cast there, you know, and there's probably going to be a lot of people you want to meet, which is kind of, if I'm going to be honest with you, Eric, is kind of winding down for me just a little bit, to where it's just,
Michael, we got to go to the Fan Expo in Chicago.
Meet John Carpenter.
No. Well, yes, but also, 2 people, Corey Feldman.
Oh shit, a part 4.
Jared Padalecki.
You're shitting me.
I just looked it up on RosterCon. Jared Padalecki's on the guest list.
Michelle, I'm coming by to pick you up. We're going to Chicago in August. So have your bag ready because I think I have to pass your house to get there. So yes, we are going in August for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's a stacked like I'm looking at it now. It's a stacked lineup.
Yeah,
absolutely stacked lineup.
Ryan,
people.
I don't think fucking Hobbit. I'm a Star Wars guy, bro. You tell me Anakin Skywalker is gonna be there. You know, it's a different kind of happy. Ryan says, I don't know if anyone's a big Nightmare fan, but Patricia Arquette is starting to show up cons. Yes, she is. She was at a con over the weekend.
We just saw photos. Yeah,
she was. Michael G is saying there's only one thing I know about conventions, and that's how to spend money. Dude, you can get into a quick hole for sure.
It is. So you know how I end up spending more money than I want to is I'll take cash, just like what we all said, right? Like I take my entire, like what I budget out for conventions in cash. But then we'll get there, and at every convention, if you've never been, there's always like a cafeteria of some sort where they serve food. It might be just like little snacks and drinks, might be like full-on meals. So a lot of times they don't take cash. So like I have my entire budget out in cash.
Yeah.
But then I'll end up, okay, well, you're there for 3 days.
Yeah.
You're going to eat. For me, I always eat at least one meal there just because I don't feel like leaving and losing parking and trying to come back. So I'll, like 3 days in a row, I'm spending, let's be honest, it's always overpriced food. So I'm always like, I always end up, that always gets me, is that I always spend more money than I should because I forget that food is going to be coming out of like a card because they don't take cash. That's another thing to plan on. A lot of times they want you to pay for parking.
Yeah. It's fair. That is fair. Michelle's given some dates for some horror stuff. I guess that's up in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. Michael G is saying, I love Patricia Arquette. Dude, I saw her autograph was $100. I saw she was charging a buck for that.
That's I guess it's probably the fact that she doesn't do cons a lot.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to see her with her brother though.
Yeah.
Like it'd be awesome if like her and David were like right next to each other.
It'd be hilarious if they hated each other.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love it. Oracle is saying, I got Heather on my 2436 Dream Warriors poster last year. Hope Patricia comes to Chicago. Yeah, that's cool, man. That is freaking awesome. Awesome. Michelle said, I'll be on a scooter, but okay. Listen, Michelle, listen. I feel like we can use that to our advantage to get to the front of lines.
You
Okay.
could.
I could be like, oh, her leg, her foot. We're just trying to get through, and people be like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Yes. We will do it. We will do it. I feel like that's
Michael,
gonna be...
I gotta ask you a question, and it's gonna make you think less of me, probably. The name rings a bell, but I can't place on what he did in relation to Halloween. Dean Cundy.
Dean Cundy. That's OG Halloween.
Yeah, he's also going to be at Chicago.
Yeah, he needs to sign my freaking poster.
Also at Halloween. Or,
yeah, what did he do? He was one of the Dean Cundy. He didn't direct. John Carpenter direct. What did he do on Halloween? Dude, he is a big name with Halloween.
Yeah, and that's why immediately I recognize the name, but I'm like, what is he from?
No, he was huge with Halloween. Did he come up with the name? He did. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yes, he's huge with Halloween.
Also, Tommy Lee Wallace is going to be there.
Oh yeah, I need Tommy Lee Wallace too. That poster, like that, my Grail poster has to go. Put John Carpenter up there, Dean Cundy, and yeah.
And that's what, once you start going to these conventions and you have like a completionist, like OCD, like Michael and everything, is you'll get a specific item, be it a mask or a poster, or I did a painting, and you're going to want everybody in that franchise to sign it. And then you'll start looking for, okay, well, I need this person. Let's see what convention they go to. And then you're going to go to that convention to get them. And it's just kind of spider webs out to an addiction, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you are not lying. You are not lying. Yeah,
you talking to me or her?
No, well, both. It applies. It applies in both situations.
I'm not gonna lie. I usually like the buffalo chicken, like mac and cheese they have at Scarefest.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I like the hotel food at the hotel the hotel I stay at in Scarefest a little too much. Like, I like it too much.
That breakfast was pretty awesome, dude. Those biscuits and gravy.
It's $15 for a breakfast bar. That means you can just load up and then you're good for a good portion of the day, as long as you make it in time, right? That's always been the harder part, especially Saturday and the Sunday for me.
Yeah. It's... Oh, by the way, cinematography is what Dean Cundy did.
He did cinematography for it. Yeah, he's a big name in Halloween, man. Huge name. So,
is it settled? Are we going to...
I'm going to figure it out, dude. I'll definitely figure it out. Well, the good thing is, and I told everybody on the channel this, assuming that this is my last week of 5 days starting tomorrow, that I will be going to 4 days. So that is going to free up my Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. So I'll still have my Sunday shows. I'll probably do a Friday show. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to do it every Friday or every other Friday, especially with us making, doing the projects that we're working on right now, or the project rather. I do need a little bit of time to work on that as well. So, but that will free up my Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when I get off work Thursday, got to go to bed. When I wake up, I will be able to go somewhere Friday, to be somewhere Friday for Saturday. So Chicago's not that far for me, man. Like it's really not. I think it's like 6 hours for me, 5.5, 6 hours. Well, at least, yeah. So, I mean, that's not far.
Dude, I'm looking at the star. I don't want this to turn into us researching a convention, but they're like their ultimate, which is kind of like their like not the VIP. They have a VIP, but they got a 3-day ultimate, which gets you priority entrance as well. It's only $130, which isn't bad for.
What do you get?
I don't feel like that's bad.
What do you get with $130?
That's all 3 days. You get a badge instead of thing. You get show special preview at 2, priority entrance, limited edition DC bag, Batman Dark Knight Returns #1 blind bag, Lord of the Rings box figure, a lithograph
for $130.
Yeah.
You get all that?
Yeah, I'm looking at the multi-passes, the ultimate advanced price $129, and I'm looking at what it includes right now. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk after this show's over. We're gonna have
dude,
to.
I'm
otherwise,
going.
this whole show will be me and you. Like, hey, dude, look at this. Hey, dude, look at that. Like seriously. Jerry, 51 Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, you are the man, my friend.
You rock, brother.
Thank you a million times. Thank you.
Also, Jerry, just to thank you again, and I told Michael this earlier. I was looking through some of the behind the scenes footage or photos. You took some while we were filming at the house, the third location we were at, that were really good, man. Like, thank you for that. You got some great shots in there. I just wanted to let him know before I forgot about it.
Hell yeah. Michelle said, "Wow, that's cheap. Let's go." She's down.
I'm going. Like, I'm not even joking at this point. Once I saw remake Jason members were going to be there, I got to go. And then
yeah, it has to happen. So when this show's over, don't disconnect. We're going to look through that.
Yeah.
Val's also in the area, so we can meet Val for lunch before we go.
That would be wonderful.
And that would be, yes, 100%. Like,
I'm not kidding at all. And I get a little bonus from work at the mid-June. So I'll have some cash put away for that.
Val, I still have a Michael Myers mask I said I was going to give you 2 years ago. I'll bring it. I will freaking bring it. I still have it. I still owe Val a Michael Myers mask. A Kills mask. I will definitely bring it for sure.
Is that the one they stopped making?
Yeah, they did stop making it. I have 2 of them. I've got one that's lightly been touched, and then this one over here that's been rehauled over here. So yeah, Val, don't think I forgot about that mask. I see it right here. I still got it. I still got it in the same bag that I was gonna take it to Scarefest when you were about to go last year.
Dude,
or the year before.
I have like an entire box of stuff for Sarah.
Oh,
like I keep I made Sarah something, and it includes something from David Arquette. I'm so terrible about going to the post office. I'm awful at it. And then I get anxiety about how long it's been since I should have done it. And then it makes me like procrastinate a little bit more, which makes the anxiety worse. It's a vicious cycle, and I hate it. Look at Sarah. She's like, yes, you do.
Sarah, tell him it's okay so he doesn't jump off a bridge. All right. He's a little worried about it. His anxiety is a little high. I'm going to stay on him to get it to you.
What's going to happen? What I'm really waiting on is my escape to Canada, and then I'm just gonna drop it off. It's gonna
be like here
you go.
Oracle saying, "Hey gang, I will probably be at Fan Expo in Chicago with friends. Maybe we could meet up at the con." Of course, dude. Of course.
We'll have food. We'll have lunch while we're there. Man.
Yeah. Of course. And I always say that, right? Like, if you watch this show and I don't see you regularly, if I'm going to a con, let me know. Or if you see me, just tap me on the shoulder. You know, it's like sometimes I have a look on my face where I don't want to be approached. It's just because that's my face.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm cool. Like, just tap me on the shoulder. Yeah, for sure. We'll take all kinds of pictures, Oracle, whatever you guys want to do, man, and hang out and have some food for sure. Sarah. Definitely. Let's see. And Sarah's like, nah, keep him on his toes. Keep him going. So I'm going to keep bugging. Yeah.
Yes, Jerry. Do that.
Yeah. Oh God, still freaking fantastic. I can't believe Jerry did that to me. I was at a loss for words.
Ignore Michael. I'm approachable. You know, Matthew Lillard told me that. Yeah. He told me the same thing. Ignore Michael.
Yeah, fuck
Michelle.
Yeah.
That is another thing. Another thing that it's another point that needs to be brought up.
Yeah.
Some celebrities are not going to be bubbles and sunshine and rainbows. If
Definitely not.
Yeah, like some of them know that they're there to make money. And I'm trying to think of why can I not think of his name right now? Special effects, the original Friday.
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini is not mean, but he's also not an overly outgoing, nice, hey, great to meet you, all that kind of person. He's on it. Isn't he like a war vet at this point? Like, I'm pretty sure
he was. He was in NAM.
Yeah, he was like, you are super excited to meet him, and I don't think he dislikes anybody that he meets for, as a general rule. But
Yeah.
he's not gonna be like,
Yeah.
Don't expect to be welcomed with open arms by every celebrity you meet.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard, you probably will be, because he's just like that. Derek Mears, 100% you will be.
Yeah.
Ethan Embry is so happy to meet. Most of them, like most celebrities, are they're nice and outgoing and like really happy to meet you, but
Yeah.
just don't take offense to it if you meet a celebrity and it's not like they're mean. They could be having an off day. They could something could be going on in their personal life, but they still have to be there. So
Yeah.
that's something
Yeah.
that needs to be brought up, I think.
Yeah, I remember, Eric, we were in there. You're like, hey, do you want to talk to Tom Savini? And I was like, yeah, not really. Not really at all. And I'll show you why, because I need him to sign my Friday sign. And it's just like, yeah, like, hey, Tom, how you doing?
You can talk to Tom Savini. You might not get any talking back.
Yeah, he just stares off, dude. Like there's nothing there. There's not a lot there. I did have one conversation with him about 2.5 years ago at Whorehound, and he was somewhat cool, right? But yeah, he's consistent. I will give him that. He's definitely consistent. I don't think I've ever had anybody say like, oh, he's amazing, like he took time. No, he wants to sign and he wants you to go. But there are some celebrities like that too. And then Jerry brings up a good point right here too, because it is a different experience for a guy than it is for a female with some celebrities, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. I was thinking of like, who came to mind? James Hugh Courtney, lovely guy. I'm pretty sure every woman, like while I was in line waiting to meet him, every woman that came up, how you doing, sweetheart? And like instantly fell in love with the guy because he's so nice.
Right.
But every woman was sweetheart. Every guy was just, how you doing?
Hey, hurry up. Just give me your money and let me sign this.
It's like, hey, there's a hot girl, 2 people behind you. You get out.
Yeah.
You get out. Let me go.
Now, James Hugh Courtney, he had no line, believe it or not, at Scarefest 2 years ago.
Crazy.
And he stood there and talked to me and Michelle for about 15 minutes, talking to us about all kinds of different stuff, like that was going on, in his life. And he planned to live to be 110 or some shit like that. Like he was talking about, a lot of things and talking about like his regiment and started talking about all kinds like stem cells and all kinds of shit. But he talked to us for a while. Derek Mears, every time I've met him, he has been cool as shit. Like probably, I love Kane. I love my interactions with Kane. Kane's always cool, but Derek will take the time out of his day to make sure that you have a positive experience, meeting him.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Hey man, how's it going? It's like, dude, for James, right? When I talked to Derek Mears last Whorehound, I was like, man, I got this guy, he loves bow and arrow kill that you did. And he's like, well, let's talk about it. And he talked to me. I started to feel bad for the people behind me, because he kept going. And he was just like, yeah, he goes, they wanted me to shoot right-handed. I told him it doesn't make any sense. I'm cataracting this eye. I wouldn't be able to see. And, he went off about it. He's like, my eye's messed up. They wanted me to shoot this way. And he said, finally, a director's like, fine, we're going to reshoot the whole thing because of Mears over here, and it actually changed, the way he shot the bow and arrow in the movie. He's like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to be Jason. It's going to be right, and the love for the character like that is just like, oh my God, that's freaking fantastic. That is freaking fantastic.
And Sarah brings up another great point. Panels. Like this year, I was down in Tampa for Scaredice for the first time. And it's the 30th anniversary of Scream, but it's also the 15th anniversary of Scream 4. And Scream 7 just came out this year, so there was 3 different Scream panels.
Oh wow!
So if you're a huge fan of the franchise of a franchise in general, and there's a large collection of celebrities from that franchise there, you're gonna have a panel. And it's worth it to go see those because you're going to get a lot of behind the scenes like discussions and stuff about how they made it. And like I went to a panel, probably my favorite one I've ever been to was a Cabin in the Woods panel at Horror Hound.
Yeah.
Like it was 3 or 4 actors from Cabin in the Woods. But Bradley Whitford, is that his name?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was hilarious and was talking about it, and like I forget the stoner guy's name from it, but the one who actually the one who saves the day, he was there, and like, dude, it's just such a good idea to go to the panels because not only do you get to hear about a subject you're interested in, you get a chance to sit down for about 35-45 minutes.
Yeah,
I would say get there early because if it's a popular panel, there's going to be a line to get in it. Like screen panels are always packed. Saw was a huge one. I went to a Saw panel in Horror Hound as well, and I don't think everybody who wanted to get in could get in.
Do you want to know my favorite panel I ever went to, and you're not going to see it coming?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Weird Science.
Oh my God, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, dude. Like, it was awesome. And it's not even horror, but it was at Horror Hound. He was there for Halloween Kills, right? They had a lot of Halloween Kills people there. And they had a couple other people. Like, they had Wyatt, the guy that played Wyatt. They had the guy that was with Robert Downey Jr. that was one of the bullies. They had the blonde-haired girl that was one of, his date from it. And, dude, it was just a blast. They talked a lot about John Hughes, what he was like. They talked about Bill Paxton, a lot of what he was like. Dude, it was just so good. It was a fantastic, and Anthony Michael Hall, when they called him out, he walks up and he just grabs the mic and was just like, he's like, and chicks can't handle the smoke, and that's what it is. Like, that's what he said when he came out. Like it's so freaking good.
Michelle's calling you out, man.
Yeah, she can, but it's fine. We went to the Halloween panel with all the Michael Myers last year. Which one did I not want to go to? Which one was it? I want to know.
Another tip while she's coming up with that answer. Photo ops. Michael mentioned earlier that he doesn't do photo ops, and this is good. Most people in the chat probably know this, but if somebody's watching this who's never been to a convention, you're gonna have photo ops, and there's also, for almost every celebrity, table selfies. So when you go up to get an autograph, say, like, for instance, it's $40 for a selfie, or $40 for an autograph, or $40 for a selfie, or they'll usually do like $60 for a combo, which is both. Some celebrities don't do that.
Right.
Most recently, we met Elvira, Cassandra Peterson. She did not offer table selfies. Robert Englund is also a very notable one who doesn't do that. If you want photos with those people, a professional photo op is another option. I typically don't go for those because they're less personable. Like and for those, you're literally in a line, you go up, you stand there for 5-10 seconds while they snap a photo, then you walk out of the room.
Yeah, there is no,
yeah, it's not personable at all. However, if there's somebody you want to get a photo with, that is a way to guarantee you get it.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to meet Matthew Lillard, there's a real possibility at conventions nowadays that you don't get to meet Matthew Lillard unless you're like a VIP, which it sucks to hear and it sucks to say, but that's a real possibility. However, if you buy a photo op, you are guaranteed to at least get a photo with him.
Yeah.
And most of the time you got to buy those beforehand.
Yeah.
And they'll sell out quick for big ticket people. Like they can sell out quick.
Yeah.
You and I at Horror Hound, we didn't even know that Cassandra Peterson was photo op only. We only knew about it once we were in her line at the table, and we really quickly bought a photo op. So that's another option to consider if you want to guarantee you get a photo with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's freaking fair. Oh yeah. The Lost Boys, who was it from the Lost Boys besides Michael last year?
Was it Kiefer Sutherland? He's been doing one or two every now and then.
He wasn't. I don't think he was there. I didn't see Kiefer Sutherland at Scarefest last year.
No, I don't think he has been. Okay, if this was at Scarefest, no.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. But yeah, if I messed that one up, my bad. So Eric, I do want to do this. Like, we've talked a lot about oh, hold on a second. I missed a couple questions. I'm sorry, guys. I do best. Paula wants to know, who from Stranger Things have you met? I have not met anyone from Stranger Things. They just haven't been at anything that I was going to. Surprisingly, they didn't really, at least I didn't see them at a Horror Hound or Days of the Dead or Scarefest. Have you met anyone from Stranger Things?
I haven't. However, I do know that they've done a few in the northeastern part of the country, Monster Mania, which are the ones that are up in the like New York, New Jersey, Baltimore area.
Yeah.
Monster Mania has, I think, 2 or 3 per year, and they rotate around where they do them. But I do know it. Like I pretty certain I remember Gaten Matarazzo being at a Monster Mania not too long ago. But I think that's where they go.
I went to Monster Mania in Arizona. Probably, I guess, would have been almost 3 years ago at this point. But I've only been to one Monster Mania, and that's it. And there were, I don't think, Cassandra Peterson was there, but I don't remember, any of them.
Actually, yeah, Gaten Matarazzo was at a Monster Mania 66, which was March 6th, so just over a month ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but there's another. Actually, there's a strange. What is this? Hold on. This is Stranger Things, Stranger Fan Meet 9 in London. Looks like so far it's.
Did you say London?
Yeah, I did. So that I will not be going to that one, but yeah, they just did one in Madrid that had. Oh, dude, Dacre Montgomery was there. Would have loved to meet him. Sorry, yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
He was Max's older brother.
Billy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's also the star of the new Faces of Death movie.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Dude. I'm not gonna bring it up right now, but anyways, hey, dude, we're talking about conventions. Is there any way we could see a photo of your Grail poster that you mentioned?
No.
You can't take a photo of it real quick on your phone?
No, because of where it's sitting, and it's gonna reflect because of the light. Like, I'd literally have to take it down to shoot a picture so you could appreciate it. But I'll get something up on my posts, and I'll share it. Okay. But right now it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures on it. So it's got Nick Castle, it's got Annie, it's got Judith, it's got young Michael, and it's got Can I Get Your Ghost, Michael? Come on, what's her name? Linda. No, Linda? Is it Linda? Annie, Linda. I think it's Linda.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if you do go to Chicago, you can get Dean Cundy. And
well, the bad thing was Tommy Lee Wallace was at Scarefest, and I flat out forgot. Like,
okay, so you can get Tommy Lee Wallace, Dean Cundy, and John Carpenter all.
Yeah, I could. Yep. And
so I think we're going to be
all about limiting the lines I have to stand in Pasadena. Right? Like, yeah. Like, Christopher Nelson's going to be at, what is it, Scarefest? I think he's going to be at Scarefest.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so Halloween 2018 posters going on. Right? Like,
Jerry's Take It Down.
I'm not. I refuse to. No. It's a pain in the dick to put back up, like, literally, on where it's at. Like, no.
Yeah, but oh yeah, just wondering. So do you have any, what's your favorite autograph story from a convention? I can tell you what mine is while you think of yours.
I've got it, man.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
It was Dick Warlock, believe it or not.
Really? What convention?
So I was in Arizona at Mad Monster, and I saw he had a small line, and I got up and I got in his line, and I just wanted him to sign a Blood Tears picture for me, right? And he also signed my Halloween 2 Loomis and Michael figure dual combo thing. And his handler was like, well, he's about to go to a photo op, so he's gonna leave. And he goes, no, I got he goes, I got it, I can do another one. And so he's signing my stuff, and he asked me, and he's like, hey, he goes, so where are you from? And I was like, Cincinnati. And he's like, I'm from Cincinnati. And I was like, well, that's awesome. He's like, do you know where Oakley is? I'm like, well, yeah, I'm from Cincinnati. Like, it's 10 minutes from where I grew up. He had me sit down next to him and talk to me about Cincinnati. We didn't talk about Halloween once. We just talked about, he told me about his brother who passed away in Oakley, got hit by a car when they were younger. We talked about Gold Star Chili. We talked about Skyline Chili. We talked about all Cincinnati stuff. And his handler is like, Dick, we got to go to the photo op. He goes, what are they going to do? Take it without me? You know what I mean? And so he just sat there, you know, and next to me, I'm sitting next to him, and it made me feel kind of bad because he's signing other people's stuff and talking to me about Cincinnati. But sitting on the other side of me, because I'm sitting in between two tables at this point, is Tom Atkins. And they're talking shit to each other because they're both old and, you know, fucking shut up,
Grumpy
Tom.
old man.
You know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up, you know? And it was great, dude. And I literally got up before he left, and I was like, Mr. Warlock, this was an absolute pleasure. Like, I'll always remember this. Thank you so much. And he's like, come by anytime, you know? And not only that, he didn't charge me for the Blood Tears poster or picture. He just signed it, and he just charged me for the figure. So it was just freaking, you know, amazing. It was absolutely amazing for me. And that will always, is Dick Warlock my favorite Michael Myers? No. Is Halloween 2 my favorite Halloween? Not even close. But that interaction I will remember until the day I die, because it was just like two people being from the same area, you know what I mean, and talking about home, you know, and it was great. It was absolutely great.
That's awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
great. And that would have never happened had you not gone to a convention.
Never. And I mean, I would have never had that if Cecil Laird didn't invite me to the premiere of Dylan's New Nightmare.
I love those stories. Mine was Richard Brake. And I was meeting him for 31. Rob Zombie's movie 31. Obviously, he was also in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I believe.
Oh, believe me, I know. Me and Michelle had breakfast with him at Scarefest.
Did you have a good interaction?
Yeah, he was great. So one of our friends came up and was like, we're here. Do you have our stuff? I gave it to him because I got their stuff early. And Richard Brake was sitting next to me. He's like, well, what are you guys up here doing? I said, nothing, just sitting here having breakfast with Richard Brake. You know, because he was sitting at the table next to us, right? He wasn't really sitting with us. And as we were leaving, I walked up to him. I said, Richard, nice to meet you. I just want to say, I'm telling everyone we had breakfast together. Just so if you could play along, that'd be good. He just started laughing and shaking my head. He was so cool, dude. He was so cool. He's like, oh yeah. And Michelle said that, yeah. Oh yeah. He was so cool about it. I was like, yeah, I'm just telling everybody I had breakfast with Richard Brake. You know, no big deal. We were just hanging out with our buddy here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sorry.
No, dude. That's the thing. Like, from the interaction I had with him, I knew he was like, yeah, he's an awesome person. So I met him. Also, honestly, at Mad Monster. It's kind of crazy you say that, because I met him at Mad Monster in North Carolina. There's one in Charlotte that was literally like 15 minutes away from my apartment. But I went up to him for 31 because when I was in college studying acting, I did a monologue. His opening monologue, if you've ever seen that movie, is him talking to this guy that he's about to kill. And he introduces himself and tells him why he's about to die. And it's a really dark monologue. And I wanted to meet him. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, I did that monologue in acting school. And he was immediately, like, his eyes lit up and he's like, oh my God, how did it go? Like, what did they think? And then I was like, oh, you know, I just told him about it. I was like, it went great. Like, people were worried about the content. And I was like, I thought it was hilarious seeing their reactions. And then he started going, and he's like, that was word for word what Rob Zombie. He's like, I didn't. It's like Rob Zombie. A lot of people don't like him. Like it's he's a very specific flavor of horror. He's like, but what he knows what he wants, and most of what you get in the movie, most of it's not improvised. That's exactly what he has on the page. And dude, he talked to me for like 15 minutes, so long that when I got there wasn't a line. There was like a line of at least 20, 25 people, and he's like, they're fine. I just kept talking, and like super nice guy, really personable, and I it's probably my favorite one. Ethan Embry's got to be up there too, though. Ethan Embry, I just met him in Scaradise, and he has this. I don't know if he did many conventions before, but he has this like joy about meeting people. Like, oh my god, like. Because on one hand, you're meeting people whose lives you've affected in a positive way. So intrinsically, you would think that you're going to have a good time. But a lot of people can be like over it. But like, yeah, Ethan Embry, meeting him, he was also just delightful. You could tell he was happy to be a part of the Scream franchise and everything. So he's up there. Like, I'll give him honorable mention.
Oh, yeah, man. Sarah saying Kane Hodder was convinced we had met before. He saw me in the line, was like, "Oh, I know you. We've met." And I was like, "Oh, this is my first time." And he was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Sir, I would remember." Yeah, Kane's great. Kane is.
I would remember meeting one of the best Jasons of all time.
He was fantastic. She's also saying I haven't met many actors at conventions, but everyone I have has been incredibly sweet and gracious and lovely. That's awesome. I'm happy. That's cool. Jerry said if Jamie Lee is at age 50, definitely will need a gold VIP to get her autographed.
I'm going to start now putting away money for like the next year to afford those tickets.
Yeah, I mean,
because if they do offer a VIP, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee it's going to sell out like Scarefest did. Like definitely. I feel like it. I don't know.
Ethan Embry is the coolest dude. He's so happy to meet people.
Oh, Michelle saying, Michael, did you ever show the Angry Grandma shout out? No, I haven't. I haven't yet. I gotta find that. I definitely do.
I sent that. You have that one, right? I gave that one to you.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I don't have the whole thing. I have the shout out though. Yeah. It is somewhere. Yeah, I'll find that and I'll bring that over for sure.
What movie? Yeah, that's if Jamie did do a convention,
yeah,
I think H50 would probably be that convention.
I think that's their only chance, to be honest. Honestly,
even then, I do think it's like not a great possibility, because did you see recently in the interview where she said she wouldn't have signed on for Halloween 2018 if she knew she was going to have to do a trilogy?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she was doing some interview, I forget where it was, but she said like, I wouldn't have signed on for Halloween 2018 if I knew I was going to have to do 2 more.
Yeah,
which sucks to hear.
To be honest, I don't have a lot of faith that she's going to be there, but I think that if there is a chance, that's what it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how else to get her to sign my Halloween.
She would have the longest line out of anyone there.
Guaranteed. You're gonna have to set a day aside for that, like literally.
Oh yeah, unless she's doing like, was it? So Robert's system was for Scarefest. What you couldn't, I think you had to purchase the autographs beforehand, right? If I remember correctly, you purchased the autographs beforehand.
So, no. If you were VIP, you got 2 Robert tickets, but you had to pay for. Did you have to pay for ahead of time?
Yeah, you had to pay. You had to pay ahead, or no? You had to like. No, I guess you did. You went in and you got a ticket. Yeah, you got a ticket.
Right.
And that ticket was good for 2 autographs.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that. So, what is it called? The convention that Supernatural people do. It's like a convention that's only Supernatural, and it's not like a really. It's not one that I know the name of because it's not like a standard horror convention, but
right.
You pay for the autograph beforehand.
Yeah.
So like when you go, you're guaranteed to get an autograph and to meet them.
Yeah.
So I think they would have to do something like that for her, or else people would 100% like you're going to get people like you and me who just want to meet her. You're going to be a little bit like, if you went, I think you would probably, whatever maximum they set, you'd probably meet it. Because I
need two. No,
you only two.
Yeah, just my Halloween poster, and I want a 8x10 that says to Michael. Like that's all I
really.
That's
I
it.
imagine you'd want a lot more than that. Anyways, but the people who, and I know it shouldn't annoy me because I know they're just making a living, but the people who annoy me at conventions are the resellers. The people who show up to a line with a cart full of stuff and they try to get like 15 or 20 different things signed because they're going to take them back and sell them. Those people annoy me. I actually really love it when a celebrity says maximum 2 autographs. Love it. Yeah. Because that ensures you're not going to get an entire line waiting on one person to have 15 different things signed so that they can go set it up in their store. I know they're just trying to make a living, but that annoys the hell out of me. Like, I don't know why. I wish it didn't, but it does. Probably because it inconveniences me, and I don't think I've been in a long line that didn't have someone like that holding it up. Except for Robert Englund, who has a strict 2 autographs per person limit.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Michelle, I see that you sent me this video, and I'm trying to pull it off of Instagram, but it's only downloading as an image, and it's video. I don't know how to, because images are easy for me to pull, but videos. I don't know why it won't let me pull the video. I'll keep working with it, and if I can get it up there, I will. But thank you, Jerry. I'm assuming you text me the same thing. Yeah, it's the same type of deal to get it onto my PC. Maybe if it was emailed to me, I might be able to do it that way. I don't know. All right. Sorry, I lost my place. I was dealing with that, and let's see.
Sarah, I wouldn't mind that. Sarah talking about like they have a 3 autograph max at a time. If you want to buy more, you can, but you got to get back in line.
Oh, that's I don't know. Jeff is saying, I went to Scarefest and Kane was there. I met him. Then a week later, I went to Comic Book Con and he was there. Then the following week to Fright Night Film Fest. Again, Kane was there.
Look at his follow-up message.
We were in the lobby waiting to go in, and Kane walks by. I said, hi, Kane. He stops dead in his tracks, looks right at me and says, are you fucking following my ass? Oh, dude, that's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I love that. I love that.
So one of my best interactions with Kane came at a hotel. I got in an elevator and the doors open and Kane's in there with the other guy that he's always traveling with. And I just, crossed my, because it's always awkward silence in an elevator, and I just started laughing. I looked over at him and he looked at me like, what? I was like, how many people can say they got in an elevator with Jason Voorhees and live to tell about it? You know what I mean? He just started laughing. He's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, I know. And so
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And so I just got to be like, I was in the fucking elevator with Kane Hot. And, that was one of the earlier times of me, meeting Kane. And it was just like, holy shit, this is your favorite horror icon. You're in an elevator. What do you say? You know what I mean?
I had an experience kind of similar. It's at Scarefest. It was at one of the hotels. It was Killjoy Jake, myself, and Anthony from Child of the Corn, and then one other person. We were just having dinner after the convention one night, and at a table behind us was Nick Castle, James Jude Courtney, and the kid who played the young Michael Myers in the OG.
Yeah.
I forget his name. They were having dinner, and we're talking, and we all kind of get up at the same time. They actually get up, and Nick Castle walks past us, and I kind of like wave over to him, like, we were all just wondering, Mr. Castle, what if 3 Michael Myers talk about sitting at dinner, just kind of as a joke. He goes, "Oh, we're talking about how much more money I made than all of them," and just made a joke. And then he's like, "No, we were talking about college football and everything like that." And we got a photo with him. It was pretty great, dude. He was super cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Oracle saying, I remember meeting Kane at my first con and flashback weekend in 2013. His auto was $25.
That was a message from Oracle. $25. I don't think you'd find an autograph for $25 nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
even an autograph from like a person that's really like known for one thing is going to be at least 40. I think 40 is probably the cheapest autograph I've seen this year.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think so. Paula said, years ago, I met Brian Austin Green from Beverly Hills 90210 and almost passed out, but everything was fine. And he looked concerned. That's cool. That is
Oracle
cool.
left a message earlier about another con that they're going to and somebody who was going to be there. And I was like, oh, I would love to meet them as well. But I forgot to mention it at the time. There's Fan Expo. It was after that one. Because I was like, that sounds like an awesome convention. I'd love to meet that person.
Wet Movie 1 was saying Sean Clark always tries to get her for Halloween cons, but she only ever did one con, but it was 10 years ago, talking about Jamie Lee Curtis. That's freaking crazy.
I mean, you gotta think she's making enough money that she probably doesn't have to do conventions. It's the same thing with like a holy grail person for me would be Courtney Cox, because obviously I'm a big Scream fan, and she's one of the main people I'm missing from that I'll probably never get on my poster. But it's because she makes so much money for like residuals from Friends and everything like that, and she doesn't need to do them. So
yeah. I got a notification on my phone that all the Friday the 13th final girls are going to be in one place, including Chris from part 3 and the girl from Jason Goes to Hell. Of course, Lar Park Lincoln isn't a part of that anymore.
Unfortunately.
RIP, right? But I saw that notification and I was like, I've met them all. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'll find out where that was and let you know, Eric.
I was about to say, I'm going there.
Yeah, they're all there, including the girl from Jason Goes to Hell, who is showing up at Spawn of Scarefest, by the way.
Are you gonna go meet her? Yeah, you gonna go meet her?
I would like to. Yes, I would definitely like, because it's only an hour and 10 minutes for me of a drive to go down there. And Michael, you're not the biggest Jason Goes to Hell fan, obviously, but she needs to go on my wall of my Friday wall. So it's just like, she's gonna be there, and Jennifer Banco is gonna be there. She was young Tina in part 7, granted, but still got to go on the Friday wall. There's a couple people that are gonna. Terry Kaiser will be there, but I met him already. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. It was a Fantastic Oracle said they're gonna be meeting Dick Warlock.
Oh yeah, super cool.
At Flash. I don't think I've met Dick Warlock.
Yeah, super cool.
So I may need to look into that.
I think he's going to Scarefest. I think Dick Warlock's going to be at Scarefest this year.
Was he?
I think so. He's going to be at one of them, and I was surprised.
Scarefest weekend, October 23rd through the 25th of 2026.
But I don't even think their site's updated.
So far, we got Ellen Sandweiss, Teresa Tilley, Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi, Ivan Raimi, Jane Levy, Caroline Williams, Corey Taylor, William Ostrander, Christine, Fred Decker, Greg Nicotero, Michael S. Siegel, Harold Blank, Steve Marshall, Bill Johnson, Leo Lynn Shea, who I'm super excited about.
I know.
Betsy Baker, the Delta 88 from all of Sam Raimi's movies, Caroline Williams, Suzanne Snyder, Ken Heron, Spencer Charnas, John Allen Nelson, Jason Lively, and Scott Ines. No, he's not on there yet.
All right, Michelle, I see that you emailed the video, but it hasn't popped up yet, so I'll keep my eyes open for that.
I'm just going to throw something out there for anyone interested who would like to know. If anybody in the chat or anybody listening to this in the future wants to submit a film to Scarefest for their film festival, you can submit it all the way up till September 1st.
That's amazing.
So anybody who might have an interest in that.
Oh yeah. I'll keep an eye out for that. It hasn't popped up yet. But yes, so I'm looking. Eric, I put a poll up.
You put a poll up.
Are
you gonna fly a flag from it?
I put a poll that says, do you want to see an image from the seventh day?
Oh, of course they don't want to see an image from the seventh day. Why would they want
but
to see
only
that?
4 people have voted. So, you know, I
how many people are watching right now?
17.
17 people, and only 4 people have voted.
Yeah.
Y'all, I guess people don't want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we could always just, keep it to ourselves, and,
I think if at least half the people watching don't vote, we should.
I feel like that's probably
I feel like 8. I feel like you got to have at least 8.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, another, while we're waiting on that, another small part of horror conventions that I've recently gotten into, they always have a tattoo convention inside. Always is a strong word. Everyone that I've been to also offers tattoos. And I just recently, Scared Dice was the first time I've ever got a tattoo at the convention. And I kind of think it's going to be a regular thing for me now. To get a tattoo at conventions. Every convention since Scared Dice I've been to, with the exception of Full Moon, which I went to last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I've gotten a tattoo at. And I was only there for 1 day, so which is why I didn't do it, because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna have enough time to, get a tattoo, wait, because it's normally not a you walk up and get it immediately. This really huge guy getting a tattoo.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. And I remember, oh my God, that shit was hilarious. He looked mortified. Like, yes, he looked absolutely mortified. It was freaking hilarious. And that's like, I went to when you were getting the tattoo at Whorehound, and I was like, mess it up, but you guys were already done with it.
And that was my that was my Pennywise, which you can't even see right now, but I'm gone.
You've disappeared.
The computer literally, hold on, you can kind of see it. Hold on, let me zoom.
The powers that be were like, no.
Illuminate it with my phone. Yeah, I got my Pennywise eyes there. I should have had a photo of it. That would have been better. But most of the time, if you are interested in tattoos at a convention, most of the time they have like a show minimum. Every convention so far that I've gone to, it's $125. So if most of the time they've been cool, and they're like, okay, well, you want that tattoo, minimum's 125, so how about you pick another smaller one to go with it, so you get more than one. They try to make sure you get your $125 worth, but the least they can charge is $125, and you can't get anything below the hand or above the neck at a convention for sanitary reasons. So like, you're going to be meeting people, they don't want the plasma and everything that comes out. So awesome.
All right, we got 11 votes, Eric. And
11 votes. Okay.
We got 11 votes.
Wait, what do they vote for? Did they all vote
yes? So, right? 82% say yes.
Who said no?
18% said no, that they don't want to see it.
Who voted no? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
That's awful. I mean, if there was a vote for no, then
that's.
Do we need to even do it?
It's like, I don't know. Like, who voted no? Jeff said, I personally think Whorehound should move the tattoo people downstairs, so they can use more room where that is. That makes sense. You could open,
you know,
like you could open that up for like more like store area. I agree with that, Jeff, 100%. Like I feel like that's an area where would be very well utilized for people, for vendors. Like I agree. Whorehound's already like on top of each other. So yeah. I don't know. I'm probably still going to show it anyway, but I am surprised at the no votes. That's definitely
do we want to give
surprising.
any? Is there anything that needs to be said about this image?
Well, I mean, we could put it up and just let people go with it and see what they say, man.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
See what
Because
y'all think.
I think the image, you color graded this, correct?
Technically, no, I didn't color grade it. I did some Lightroom editing on it to change the color temperature. It does not have the ring color grade add to it.
Right, but you did something with it because
this isn't just the raw image,
right? Because earlier it was super dark, and then you were able to lighten some areas up to make it look
that was the raw, and that's why remember how I told you like the photos were 60 gigs. That's because they're all raw photos, and in raw photos you have the ability to retain detail in the shadows so that you can change the exposure later.
Right. But yeah, you did something with the color, because the color, the image that I showed last night, that I shared with a certain individual in here, it looks different and it looks better. So let me go ahead and put this up, Eric, and we could talk a little bit about it. We're not going to answer too many questions with it, but we do want to show you guys, and this is just a still image, right? So this is not but I'm very
we'll give a little explanation once the image goes up. Yeah,
definitely. But here it is. This is from the 7th day. This was filmed yesterday.
So this is my cousin Tammy Sue. She was really hungry, and yeah, this is it does look pretty good, doesn't it? Like this is the first time seeing it on not my phone or tablet screen. So the first time seeing it on a larger screen like this, it did turn out, whoever shot that, they know a little bit about what they're doing, I think.
Yeah. Like I think that came out very freaking nice, dude. The color especially, man, like that's the color that I wanted, you know what I mean? And then there are, like this is just one image, right?
One image from a shot, like from a video.
Yes. So there is definitely, a lot of stuff that's coming from this. One thing that I will say, Eric, that I can share is I'm definitely digging the hair more now
than you were last night when you actually saw it.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we had 2 different lengths for Samara. And I think that this is the one that I am the happiest with.
Yes.
For the character. For sure. Because it gives a little personal touch to the character that puts our little, spin on the character. Not so much a spin, but it's just, I think it makes it look better. I do. And I think that it's more of a, and guys, there are some more images that we would love to freaking share. We are, working on.
I was busy all day and didn't have time to fully properly edit them.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say I did on this that I think is pretty cool is if you look at Samara's shoulders, I changed, I don't know if you're able to zoom in or not, but I changed the focus point so that her shoulders look slightly out of focus, like she's kind of phasing in and out.
Yeah.
There's like a certain haziness around her, which I did on purpose. And I think it looks really, I don't know, I like it. I really like it. I did change the color temperature, which is the big thing, because it was very blue. And you'll remember when we shot it was much more blue.
Yes.
I changed the color temperature to give it a hint more of that green that goes in there. Yeah. You know what annoyed me most about this photo?
What's that?
I changed the rotation of it to match up the line of the ceiling at the very top. If you look, it's just about perfectly in line, right?
Yeah.
But then I look at the carpet and it's at an angle. in it.
Yeah, but you're always gonna find something.
I did,
you know?
dude. It like
You are
I
going
was
to
like,
pick
what if I do it this way?
work apart, right? It's
Uh-huh.
always going to be after the fact, right? But to me, I look at this and I see the character that I envisioned when I wrote this story. And that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want everyone to see Samara the way that I see Samara. You know, I want them to see what draws me to the ring. And it's just like, you know, getting her stance correct, you know, you getting the right shots, you know, all of that stuff, man. It just came out. You know, the actress is fantastic. You know, she takes direction so well. And it's absolutely fantastic, man, that I can actually start to see my vision, you know, coming to life. And you know, you are a huge part of that, my friend. Yeah. And that's what I was talking about, Michelle. Like I decided to go with, you know, the longer. We had the shorter and we had the longer for two different scenes. But one of the things that I said when we were doing that is I want to stick with the longer. I think that it adds something to our character, our version of Samara, and I think that it makes her different. And there's another shot, Eric, that you know I'm thinking of that we couldn't get ready in time to show, but I think
That's why I was late.
I think that hair makes it look even more beast. You know, like when we were talking yesterday, and I was like, "Can we get it from right here?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, we can." You know,
because we got another shot from a similar angle, which I think looks amazing as well.
Yeah. So it's again, dude, like bringing this to fucking life the way that I'm seeing this come to life it's not only exciting for me, dude. It makes me grateful for the people that I'm working with that can bring what I see in my head to something like this, man. And this is just a picture of
you know
what we're gonna do.
What it realized for me is we started years ago at this point watching fan films and talking about fan films and all this, and then I mentioned multiple times at, you know, even as we were criticizing them, because that's part of what we did criticize like some parts that we liked and we thought could be better, but I always said at the end, like, they made a movie, so they completed a goal that they've made a movie, which is not easy to do. I realized like this is kind of just the evolution of that, where you had an idea in your head of a ring film that doesn't exist because you haven't made it yet, and it's now for like a large portion of it is on film, and we're just editing now.
Yeah,
like, it's, to me, there's something so satisfying about having an idea in your head, having a story, even not even like seeing the visuals of it, just having a story in your head, and being able to put that down on paper, give that to somebody who can shoot it, somebody who can act it, somebody who can light it, and then seeing that come to life is crazy.
It is, man. It is, dude. And it's and like I said, you know, like the whole process is so much fun. So much fun, right? But it's so frustrating. You know what I mean?
Dude, there's some parts that are frustrating.
It's so frustrating. And it's a learning process though, right? That's why we said we were going to start with the ring. You know, that's why we're going to start. We're going to learn things, dude. And every time that we film, we learn something new, right?
Yeah.
And there's something to be said for that, dude. And you know, I will say this, and it's not really any spoiler or anything, but if you look at all of the behind the scenes photos that no one's seen yet, 90% of it, if you're in it, I'm in it, and both of our heads are in the camera. You know what I mean? And it's just, hey, I can get it from this. Hey, what if we do this? Hey, well, Michael, what if we do that? Dude, the amount of time that we are spending behind that camera to get shots like these. And, you know, we had a lighting issue. You're like, I'll be right back, you know, and I'm sitting there.
We're talking about stressful. That part, I held it in for a good portion of the night. I was so pissed because there was a fucking vision I had in my head.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it on camera. Right. And that annoys me so much because I know I immediately this morning was like, how do I get this look? I know what I needed to have. I know what I just didn't have it. I ordered it already because the next time this happens, I'm going to be able to get that shot.
It's funny because, you know, so many people last night when you were getting your light, you know, when we wanted to take a shot, came up to me like, what if we do this? What if we do this? And I literally sat on the couch with my arms crossed. And all I kept saying was, Eric will be back in a minute. Eric will be back in a minute. Eric will be back. No, dude. Like, no. 100%. This is what Eric does. He will figure out exactly what I want done. So I will fucking sit here and wait. Well, what if we? No, I'm not the light guy. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I want to see. You know, I pass this vision. I work with you on that, but when it comes to things like that, no, Eric does this. Eric does.
And to be fair, what I was talking about, the photo that you just saw was the shot that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect, it did turn out the way I wanted it to look.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it in camera, which is what annoyed me. But we did end up using a different light and bouncing it the way to get closer to what we wanted. But I can't tell you how stressed I was about that and I haven't even found my light. I don't care about the light. That's the thing. Like, I didn't care about not being able to find my light. I cared about not being able to get the shot I was looking for at the camera. Right. But speaking of behind the scenes stuff, Ryan, I'm glad you're here, bro. There's some really great shots in there that y'all got behind the scenes stuff. There's some hilarious ones of Olivia. We got to figure out a way. I'm going to get those like to Tim, and then Tim can get them to you. The ones that don't have any spoilers in them or anything, you know, because there's just like, there's at least 20 random ones of Olivia holding ruffles, like just holding up ruffles.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
and it goes from like a cute moment to a what the hell is that type of moment. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh my God. Sabina.
Yeah.
We talked about that, Bo. Yeah.
Unfreaking believable. But I will say this, Eric, and I think that you'll agree with me. You know, all bullshit aside from what me and you do, the actresses we had yesterday were fantastic. And I can't say enough about them. I can't.
Dude, working Audrey, who plays our main character, I don't know if the character's name is out there, but the actress's name is Audrey. First time I ever met her today. The second she got on screen, and like that, dude, from the first take, seeing the expression on her face after we gave her minimal information, she was in it.
Yeah,
and like I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be good. Like, she killed it.
Yeah,
she killed it, dude. Like, and Olivia is so funny because she's like really goofy and energetic and outgoing. The second cameras are on, still.
Yeah,
like snaps into it and is creepy.
Yeah,
and like, and the second you call cut, back to dancing.
Yeah, from when you go, if you can go from one to the other, it's. I recognize it in myself. It's a functioning psychopath, right? It's me. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I can sit here and be laughing and talking about this, and then turn and snap, and it's like, okay, we got to do this, this, and this. I see it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, 100%, man. And I couldn't be more grateful for, you know, it is a very small, short movie, right? It's going to be 10 to 15 minutes long. It may be extended just a little bit due to some changes that we may do. But it is going to be short, and there's a reason why it is short. You know, so don't expect some super long backstory with this. But it is a short, okay? But it is building towards something. All right. And I can't wait to share it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. And you know, something
unfortunately,
else
we will have to wait to share it because you know, so
right.
It'll be out though. Like, I'm excited for it.
Well, I can let them know the plan though, right?
Okay, because
I can let them know this.
I don't think we can share it until after that.
Right, we can't. So we did film. We have done some filming. I will not be able to show anything of it because it is going into the Horror Hound Film Festival. Okay. So if it goes in the festival, it can't be shared ahead of time because it's going to premiere there in September. If it wins anything there, we are going to take it to, well, we'll probably put it in Scarefest anyway.
We're going to put it in Scarefest either way.
Right. So it is going to go to 2 film festivals. So I will not be able to premiere this movie until after Scarefest later this
However,
year.
if you are at those conventions,
Yeah.
you can go watch it there.
Yes,
And
that is fair.
And meet us and the actress who plays our Samara. Like,
And
from
probably
what I
our other
understand-
actors too.
Oh yeah, and you'll probably get an autograph or two, because I'm just betting. And James even said Olivia's super excited about not James, but Ryan said she's super excited about signing the autographs. So
Yeah.
what did Michelle mean? Sorry, about earlier. She said the handles are wrong on the poster.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Okay,
I'll tell you about it. So another thing too is when we get close, I will have the cast on here, and we will talk the 7th day. You will get to meet all the people in the film. You will get to ask all the questions you want to ask, and I will answer probably maybe a 20th of them. And I will have the power to mute anyone on here if they get going a little too much, talking about too much information about it. And then Eric will be in charge of me to not be able to talk too much, where he can just start talking loudly over me to make sure that I don't overshare. So definitely excited about all this, you guys. And I wanted to end the stream in talking about this because it was a great weekend for us. We still have a lot of work to do. And I have probably about 10 or 15 pounds to lose if I am going to be effective at this. It was funny because you guys had me get in the well, right? I will share this because you guys said I was the only person that hadn't been in the well.
Yeah.
So I got in there, right? And I stood and I talked. And when I jumped out, Ryan was like, "Hey, that was pretty agile." And I was like, "Well, I still have it when I need it. I'm going to go over here and cry for a little while." Right.
Okay. So let me say this about, I had to get in the well yesterday for some filming. Like,
yes,
I'm behind the camera. I was sitting on the ground. First of all, as I was sitting there, I was like, poor Olivia. Like, I hope she's not actually sitting on the ground, because these rocks are sharp. Like, this is rough, right? After I get out, I look down. There's saw blades in there. I was sitting on rusty saw blades, and did not nobody checked. I'm glad we noticed it then, because Olivia then had to get in later. But yeah, I suffered for my craft.
Eric came to Ohio to get tetanus,
and I achieved that goal.
That's what he got out of it. Poor Eric.
Yeah, I got tetanus and another check on my IMDb resume there.
Yeah.
Michelle's like, Olivia's had her shots. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. She's great. But I can't wait for the rest of you guys, to meet this cast. It's great. It really is. I couldn't be happier with the people that we have involved right now. And I cannot wait to share all of them with my friends at Movies and Beyond, all you guys that come and hang out here. And I think that show itself is going to be a blast. And I have a lot of stuff planned for it. Actually, hang on one second. I might be able to do something cool. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I know. Is this going to work? It is going to work. And I would like everyone in the chat to thank Michelle. She was able to email this to me. I want to thank Jerry for trying to send it on Instagram, Michelle trying to send it on Instagram, and then Michelle was able to email this to me, and it came across. This was from Scarefest, and I would love to just share this with you guys for one quick second.
Hey everybody, this is the angry grandma. I'm telling you right now, you better be watching Movies and Beyond. Stupid ass motherfuckers, you understand what I'm saying?
Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload.
That's right, motherfuckers.
If anybody else called me a stupid ass motherfucker, I'd probably be a little insulted, but I kind of feel honored that it's her.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It was funny. Michelle and I were in line for her, and I got on my phone because Eric had the camera, and I'm like, Eric, where the hell are you? You're like, oh, I'm down here. I was like, we're at Angry Grandma. He's like, I'm on my way. and he comes running with the camera. And, you know, we talked to them about doing that, and he was able to film it for us. And Michelle and I were actually able to be, you know, just off to the left as they were doing this. And it was great. Eric stepped in, and you can actually, if you listen closely at the very end, you can hear Eric laugh just a little bit.
Oh, you probably don't even have to listen to that closely.
Yeah.
And well, dude, I still got to get you all that footage. We're gonna have to talk after this.
Yeah, for sure. But Eric, dude, you know, we talked about conventions tonight. Michael had a choice to be in the video.
Michelle, this whole episode, she's just like throwing you under the bus. Like, why?
I know. I feel like that. Like, what am I? I don't remember giving a choice to be in the video.
I don't know. It would have been funnier if you were yelling. If she was like yelling at you like directly.
Yeah, I know. Like swinging at me or something. Like, I'll kill you, motherfucker. I honestly don't remember. But I mean, what would I do? Sit in there in between them with a smile on my face. I like that they were
come on, Dilly.
Yeah, come on, Dilly. Yeah, so you know that might be somewhat true as well too. But yeah, Eric, dude, we were able to talk about conventions tonight. We were able to probably share, you know, a little bit about the 7th day, which I'm excited about, and there's going to be more to come. But I do want to ask you guys this, and leave this in the comments for me. Would you guys like, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday, Eric, I think you were over there when I was talking about it. Would you guys in the chat like the ability to buy things from this movie? I don't want to put anything out there if nobody would want it, but I started thinking about like VHS tapes that the cast could sign, or sign posters. We would have to think of ways, you know, to make sure that the money doesn't go to us and it goes to our project, right? Because we don't want to show any profit out of this. But if that's something that you guys would be interested in, please let me know in the comments section, and maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll put a poll up.
Jerry, you know what, Jerry? You joke. I'm gonna take my 3D scanner up there. I'm gonna scan the well and make 3D replicas. There you go.
Yeah. Well, one of the things, yes, we do, but all right, I can only say so much, Eric. Like,
what are you trying to? What point are you trying to directly message me?
Raising money for the film, this film.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we have another project at some point that we're going to raise money for, because we will need to.
At some point.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Like,
and Michelle, let's have a call about that. But yes, I know that you are very, very experienced with this stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely have a call about all the advertising and merch and stuff like that with you, because I know you have so much experience with it. So yeah, we'll say
I do feel like I will say I do feel like if there's a project we can do without crowdfunding, it's this one.
Yeah.
The next one,
not a chance.
We will need. We'll have to crowdfund. I do think that's a project also that's not going to have any problem getting funding. I don't throw it out there. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
But that's all we can literally say about that one. I do have a question for you, and I'll save it for after. But.
Okay, but I am gonna throw this up, Eric, because this is hilarious.
I bet they're still sitting on the edge as well.
I bet they freaking are. Too.
That's where we left them.
Yeah. Out of all the things, James is like, well, what you want for them saw blades?
he's like construction materials are expensive, my friend.
Possibly stabbed Eric, you know, like
hey, they might have a little blood on them. Who knows?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Will you sign rusty saw blades that Eric sat on? But yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump off here, Eric. Everybody, you are freaking amazing. I loved y'all. I am so happy to be back. Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Side of tetanus.
That's what we were saying. Yes, Eric came to Ohio to get tetanus for sure.
I succeeded in that goal.
Jerry said he's on the way to the well, and he wants James to call him. Jerry's going to pull some profit off those damn things, let me tell you. But Eric, again, a million times, thank you for coming by. Let's talk about talking about the conventions. This was a blast, dude. It was absolutely a blast, and I want to thank you for coming by and hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me. As always, it's always a great conversation, and well, hell, we always got a lot to talk about.
Hell yeah, man. Hell freaking yeah, dude. And another thing, Eric, I meant to tell you this at the start of the show, and I totally forgot. While I was working today and doing all the things I had to do, I was listening to something today, and something I want to remind people about, if in case they've forgotten, and something I think that you and I should pick up again, my friend. I was listening to a little of the Silver Screen banter today.
We need to get back on that.
And I was laughing my fucking dick off.
I'm ready to plow.
The whole time I was listening. Dude, it was the villain episode I was listening to.
What?
Yeah, like when you were talking about the villains and you went to me like, so who's your number 5? And I was like, how about no? And I go into Dr. Evil, you're like, I totally went in a different direction with this. Now I feel like I might be a downer. You know what I mean? Because we had a thing where we were talking about what would it be like if I had chosen Dr. Evil over Darth Vader. And I was like, well, what would that fight look like for number 1? And you're like, I see Dr. fucking Evil's penis ship going towards the Death Star. And the people in Star Wars being like, it looks like a giant Johnson. You know what I mean? Like, those are the moments where we don't have to stick to so much of something to where we could just really let ourselves go and end up on tangents. But I listened to that today, and it had been 2 years, since it came out. So it was all fresh for me. And I just laughed the whole day while I was doing laundry and cleaning, and I went to the groceries, all that shit today. And I was just like, I need to talk to Eric because I think that Silver Screen banter may need to come back, and not only come back, but come back the way it was, with no real changes to it. Just an hour of us going off on pure fucking insanity. It's like pure fucking insanity. Some of it was fucking crazy.
It really was. And
it's a great car ride. Listen to. The way it's set up, because while I was running errands, I was just sitting there listening to it in my car, and I didn't have to look at anything because there was nothing to look at. You know what I mean? The way it was set up, and that's all I'm saying, man. I wanted to give a shout out tonight to Silver Screen banter because it's been a couple years, and man, I miss it.
First of all, time flies. Second of all, I also haven't watched it in a minute. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah, I think that we could work in an hour a week at some point.
Yeah, we could find something. I really enjoyed doing those, and I do remember like my favorite part was at the end, like going as we're doing it, being like, oh, that's definitely going at the beginning, because we always did. I always tried to throw something in the beginning to like, what the hell is that about?
Right. You just hear like a little go off on something, and then the music starts and we go into the podcast. It's great, dude. It was absolutely great.
Well, dude, we'll talk.
All right. Everybody in the live chat, Eric, I'll talk to you backstage. Everybody in the live chat, you guys are freaking amazing, and I love y'all, and I cannot wait until next Sunday when we do this again. Eric, do you have anything that you want to talk about before we get off here?
Dude, thanks for having me. This is such a good time. I'm getting a headache from laughing so much. Just having dude, go to conventions, y'all. Like meet these people while they're still around.
I agree. And with that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.